Hello everybody. Um, people have told me they enjoyed the first video I made, at least. There's a second one that no one has watched yet. It is the day after those two games. And I decided I'm gonna try to record some more, but now on Mahjong Soul. Also, I have slept. It's not 3 AM anymore, so I'm more well rested. I'm not perfectly rested, but I'm more well rested. I got some coffee, some ADHD medicine, and I'm gonna try playing on Mahjong Soul. The timer is a bit more forgiving than in Tenho. It's since there are animations, there's more time to make decisions and to talk, so it should be better. See? I'm in Adapt 2 right now. We are this many games in. So let's try to do some work in Silver Room. It shouldn't be as complicated, and also it should be we should I know there are a lot of people who will watch this who are an adept or expert, and so I'll teach you how to exploit the mistakes that people at these levels often make. And so I think it'll be a more instructive video. Unfortunately, you can never Mahjong is a game of luck and skill, and on one side of the coin you have luck, and on the other side you have skill. And sometimes you just get outlucked, but most of the time the skill can shine through. Speaking of shining, we have 2 Dora already in our hand. Pair of North that we can pawn, and we also have the pair of White Dragons. Let's toss the East so that the dealer can't make a hand also. Since we have our some fairly reliable Yaku, we can also... We don't really need to get more honor triplets. Alright, we don't really need this one. It's a bit unnecessary in our hand, since the 2-4 already helps with the 3 of bamboo. Nice to pick up another Dora, so our hand is now a Mungan. We just want to win this as highest priority. Since we see 3 of 7 Dora, very unlikely that anyone can have a hand that can challenge us too much. I will take the 5-6-6 shape. Just try to make sure we can progress our hand the fastest. Ooh. Let's do like this. We'll most likely... Because I don't want to have to discard the 5-6. So now we can cheat the 3-6 pin. Or the 3 of bamboo ideally. In fact, I'm gonna toss this out now, so it's not a liability later. The 2-mon seems to be pretty safe against the table. 3 of my weights have been... No, 2 of them have been tossed already by other people. So now we're just kind of waiting for the 4 and 7 of Mon. Dealer looks like they could have a scary hand. I don't think they have like a full flush, because they toss out the 8s. I have a 2-4, a 2 has been discarded. It could be. A full flush would be scary. That's about the only thing I'm scared of right now. They could also just be new to the game. Well, we're Tenpai. And we're Tenpai with 5 Han. So now any 4 and 7 puts us in a nice spot. And yeah, usually people in Mahjong so especially, I feel, and in silver and even gold rooms still, they will just simply give you the Dora triplet. They'll toss out honors very early. Like if you are playing in Jade Room and you give someone and you discard, oh my goodness, double con. I now have 6 Sun. Very good. Got upgraded to a Hanuman. He could end up getting a Sananko. Not Sananko. Sankansu. There we go. Ron, Hanuman, and now we can just cruise. Because we have 12k up, they have 12k less. We're never getting 4th in this, as long as we don't make any major mistakes. But yeah, usually, even if you don't get hit by the Mangan, when you drop like a Dora triplet Yakuhai, right? It's not ideal because you simply don't want to give others the chance, even the chance of winning a hand on their own, right? So usually, if you watch Ho replays, or if you watch the Japanese Pro Mahjong League, or even other leagues like the American Richie Mahjong League, players will just hold on to those Zora as much as possible, because you never want to give anyone a chance to make a big hand. And this is especially true when you're playing with no red 5s, right? There are way less chances of making a big hand. You pretty much just need to get lucky. And people also donkey weight, pair weight on the Dora a lot more. Anyways, we have a little hand here. Potentially considering cheating the tree of bamboo. So that's why I threw out the 1 and 2. Because after you win a big hand and you're in a huge lead, if you just win 1000 point hands, you win the game. So essentially every 1000 point hand is like denying someone a Mangan. Right, because that's the threat. That's the threat to your first. If someone wins like a dealer Mangan sumo, and now suddenly, you know, there's a 16,000 point difference, and you're probably back in a position where you can, where your lead is in danger. So if you just keep winning, well, it's the old proverb. Lose less, win more. Win more, lose less. Deal in less and you will win more. Win more hands and you will lose less. Alright, so we have another pair. Technically, tossing the one so is not the best, but I want to be able to call this hand. And I'm gonna be tossing that eventually anyways, so... what to do here? Oh, now's probably the time to toss the 2. Right, because if we draw the 3 so... The 1 so would be Furitan anyways, and we can just simply go for the 7 here. Yeah, so the dealer has Manzu and Green Dragon. He tossed a 3 so very early and then a 4 so I don't think he has Dora in hand. I have one of Dora also. This is probably the scariest one, so let's toss it first. You don't always want to do this, by the way. If you think they are Tenpai, you don't want to toss it like that, but... The dealer threat to me would be half flush, so if I deal into with a 4 pin, I'm probably fine. I could toss out the 4 so now, but I can also just toss it all later. I'm probably not gonna try to be a hero with this hand, Even if I get Denpai. Okay, I mean... Okay, so this is good because it breaks the Ipatsu and I can toss out a Suji tile, so... reasonable. Suji being the 3 away from the Riichi. Of course you don't always trust the Riichi of the discard, but they also tossed out, you know, an 8th mon earlier. Okay, I think the game's over. If I understand correctly. Oh yeah, this is Shenanigans. No, this is Baimon, Jesus. Well, I guess I'm second. By virtue of someone getting even more luck than I. And yeah, let's do another one on the same video because that was extremely fast. We're 11 minutes in. Having fun. How many points we need? And we need 111. Oh wait, 411, yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's go. Have 3 honors, this sounds kinda okay. I have Dart too. Have some decent shapes. Not the best. I kinda wanna try and optimize for more shapes on the inside, so I'm gonna begin by trying out the penchant and holding onto my honors in case. Right, so I have Dart too. I wanna use it. And I want to make it quick, because if it's too slow, someone's gonna win faster than me, so it doesn't matter. So the way I do that is by holding on to the honors, so that I can maximize the chance that I will draw one of them, so I can pawn them. So we'll see if you can get the E screen in red. At some point it will become too much to hold on to them, but for now it's fine. We could also pawn this, which is not that bad of an idea. I'll start with this, in case I still draw it, but if not, I'll draw it. I'll probably toss out this 9 and go for all simples. And we see the dragons being discarded. Ooh. Nice. Filling out our hand. I can also now cheese 6-0. Doesn't necessarily scare me. My hand is worth fighting for here. If I have safe enough discards. High chance of an inside Pingzu Age or any bamboo. I don't want to toss any bamboo at all. Monzo are the cheapest, surprisingly. Okay, now we're 1 away. Want to get to 6 mon, ideally. Oh, there we go, perfect. And the 7 is safe tile for me, so nice. Now the highest value possible here is red 5 of circles, 5 ping. Although, if you didn't know. In standard Mahjong notation, you would call the red 5 0. So, oof. Now this is kind of tough. I can't really do this. I can, however, discard these. Okay. I'm getting there. I can pawn 7 or 6 or 5. I mean. Probably not the 5, but and now with that Dora too is kind of rough. do I want to toss out the white dragon? Yeah, I think the 6-mon has less of a chance of screwing me over. See though. White might just be a pawn and not add-on. Okay, now the sound is on standby. If I draw the... If I can cheat a 5-8 pin, I'll probably toss out the white dragon, because my hand is worth it. Or if I pawn the 7. The 5, of course. Well, okay, now it's safe again, let's go. 5-8. The 8 pin is safe against the dealer also, although I don't know if the silver players know how to defend. And this could end up killing me, but I mean, I have Dora 3 Tanyao, let's go for it. Dora 3 Tanyao 7700, definitely worth it. Nakan! And I got the Sumo, thank you. Very good. 7900 because it's Sumo. Get a few more points extra. And again, you see, Silver Room, I mean, yeah, I did get Dora 3. But I mean, you just gotta know how to play these hands. These players are giving me a lot of room to do this kind of stuff. I think we already saw 2 cons. No, 3 cons in this video. The players are just gonna be reaching, gonna be pushing any hand. Can usually afford to be more aggressive in these lower rank rooms. It's also one of our pairs. I want to keep the south as my last pair, ideally, because then if someone reaches, I can fold with the souths. Although folding with honors is not as great when someone has a potential full flush hand or half flush hand. Usually for something like a Ricci, that's what you want, right? It's a lot safer. Well, let's toss out the 2 pin. Actually, maybe a bit of an oversight because that's close to the Dora. But this person has no Yaku so far. How are they gonna win this hand? They might just be calling and not realizing that they need an Ultra Blitz or something to win. So now I'm less scared, honestly. Okay, and we fill out the Kanchan, very nice. Yeah, ideally you want to toss one of your pairs when you have 3. I could toss the 4-mon or toss the 1-3 and try to go for a pure double sequence, but that's complete nonsense right now. Yeah, and in fact someone had them all. There's something that's a bit strange to realize. Not strange to realize, it just took me a long time to start noticing how I don't know how to describe it. It's just like an intuition you get once you play enough Mahjong. Where by seeing the tiles in your hand and the tiles that are discarded, even though you're not like actively thinking of all the things, you can kind of see what everyone has in their hands. And I just get this like general intuition for what's good or bad for as far as the path that my hand will take. So usually, for example, if I see someone discarding a lot of the same suit, I might be more inclined to go for a half flush, for example. And that's something that I've done and it has worked out fairly well. Alright. We have the 5-pin here. Dora. I really don't know what the Shimucha's Yaku is. Vivifica. Okay, we got another pair. At this point we can toss the souths. That's what we were holding them on for. Holding on to them for. And we can possibly... I mean, we can use either the 5 or the 6 as a sequence once we draw something close to it. 2-2-4, upgrading that shape is nice. Gives us a pretty decent one away. Most likely to fill out is probably the Tremon. Don't think anyone has them in their hand right now. We got a music. No, we're not. There's more music. There's always more music. Infinite music. I did want to learn how to make music. Yesterday, I was listening to some music outside. And I was listening to some Billy Talent. I was going through my head just ideas for songs that I'd like to make. Need to learn how to use the digital audio workstation for stuff other than recording vocals, of course. Alright. I like this weight a lot better. Okay, and toss out the Tremon? Is that what it's gonna be? Oh, it's 6, okay. Okay, now get around. That's fine. It's a worthless sound. My hand is worth more. It's perfectly fine. Okay, red dragons off the bat. Let's thank them. Could go for a half flush. Let's see what people do first, though. I think the music might be a bit loud now. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, greed in Mahjong is actually good when you can convert the hand, but bad when you don't need the points. And something that's hard, especially for beginners to learn, is when you actually need the points. Or when winning like a 2000 point Pinfu is totally reasonable. And that comes down to experience, because it's not only positional play. By positional play being how close am I to first, you know, or like how late are we in the match. Comes down to understanding who has the fastest hand at the table, right? Is it actually my turn to win or not? Should I just skip over? Does someone else have a more expensive hand? Oh god. Well, if they have a hand that's probably not that expensive. Let's see what's safer. I think this has the upside of if I draw the red 5, I win with a little bit more points. But we're just looking for the win here. I can also end up in a mixed triple sequence hand, maybe? Unlikely. But have to draw the 7 pin. gonna try and see if I can spot any hand changes from Kamicha. He's thinking and decides to not toss this out. So it could be something near bamboo actually that they're waiting on. Or they could be actually waiting 4 and 7 bamboo. Okay, I mean I'm gonna swap. Could be this also. Yeah, okay. I kinda knew it, see? But the thing is, if I have the option of getting a much more expensive hand, and also on the off chance that I deal in with the 2-pin that is Dora, like what if I deal into like a triplet of 2-pin? You know, that's much worse. Like there I kinda knew what he was going for. But you can't always be sure, right? I was right though. He had this 5, 6, 7, 8. He drew the 6. He thought about it and was like, no, I don't want to take this because it would change his weight into something a lot worse. And then yeah, you saw it. It was in fact that. Because a 6 bamboo there in that hand would mean you either wait on 6, 9 or you wait on 6 only. Which was not better. Anyways, let's see if we can make all simples. Because I still don't need to win more points. I can still just keep winning. Especially because I don't want that player to get a comeback, right? It's their dealership. Unfortunately, we do have 2 Furitan draws. Well, Tuso is not as bad as the 1 month. The 1 month is kind of bad. But now there's only 3, 4 months left. Although no one pawned them. Something else that you can do is that even though the pauses after a tile discard, oh my god, every single time I say it, this happened in the last video as well with the 9 mod. It's okay. It's like start watching the tile pauses, and we're folding this hand. Start watching the tile pauses. Even though they can be random, sometimes you can still figure out what someone's hand is. Toss it out safe first. 1 so's probably safe, but it could not be. It could very well be like a 2, 3, 3 so into 1 so. Wait, 1, 4. The 1 still doesn't serve my hand, and it's safer. I mean, it's Genbutsu. Genbutsu meaning guaranteed safe tile because of Furitan. See, this doesn't help me. I have safer options than 1 so, but I kind of want to try. Another Ricci. That one I'm more scared about, to be completely honest. I think the 2-mon is the way here. Okay, and we had the 3-mon as well. Red is completely live. Did not want to toss that. 6-mon could be a good option, but yeah, no, the 3-pin would be ideal. Could actually deal in, because I've held on to the 3-pins for a long time. This is something that I talked in a previous video also. if you're holding the same tile for a really long time and someone's been in reach you for a long time, that tile starts becoming extremely dangerous. Or if you watch someone just tsumogiri like many times in a row, that means they're just waiting for something, right? They're seeing a lot of tiles, but they never find the one they're looking for. So what are they waiting on? Probably something you have, if you have like a pair or triplet. And this is also true if you don't see a tile come out at all. This is why sometimes for 7-pair hands or any single tile weight hands, waiting on a tile that's been discarded once might be better than waiting on a tile that's been discarded zero times, because not only because there's less of a chance that someone is holding a triplet of it, but also because it's more likely that someone else will discard it and deal into you. Mahjong has many layers. What's this hand's gonna be? Maybe a normal hand? Maybe 7 pairs? So I can use this Dora. I don't really want to toss this. And if I can't win my dealership because I don't want to toss this, that's fine. Unless someone else discards it, right? Then I can consider it. But you see, like, people just make it way too obvious. Look at this. 9 months, 7 months, 2 months, 4 months, another 4-month drop. This end's probably gonna be decided on, like, Pinzu or Solzu. And you can start thinking about, like, okay, if that's the case, I can start tossing them out earlier. Right? It is something you can do. And for a hand like 7-pair, you don't really care, right? It's just looking like a Toy Tanyao. We'll see. Wanna avoid Shonpai. Wanna avoid the life tiles. I should probably write a better description at some point with, like, Mahjong glossary, start playing, where to play, etc. Right, we have 3 pairs. If I don't win this end, it's fine. Just want to stay safe. Am I gonna get around? It's not Shonpai. Okay. 2 mon should be fine. No pawn. It's not the ideal tile. Two, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9. North. I could actually go for half flush. There is still time. Yeah, and we know that the Manzu is kind of safe. So now, 6-pin, 2-pin, red, and 3-pin Gemi Tenpai. And I can choose a variety. That's one of the ones that doesn't do it, I think. 4-pin. Yeah, no. It's 3, 6, 2 red. Now the bamboo, it could be like a pure straight half flush for Kami-chan. This could be lens or just a chi. Okay, it is. See, half flush, pure straight. The reds are kind of suspicious still. Who probably has my tiles? There aren't many left, to be honest. There's some 3/6s left, too. There we go. Tipping. It's not very likely to come out. I know that someone has a pair of the red dragons. I might get the 5-pin though. Although it is Dora, so it's very likely... Actually, Shimo-cha probably has it. This person. Oh, I'm afraid of dealing in with this one. Yeah. Yeah, I called it. They just held on to it because it was too dangerous, but they kept Tenpai. So see, that's how you can try to construct a hand, just by like not rushing into it. You can always just wait around to see what might be best. You don't have to make any commitments super early. You can always hang back and play defense or get senpai. And now I got a repeat as well. Kind of want to try and find what's best at the current table to go for. $79 very early. It could be forcing a full flush. So even though these players, okay, might not be the most efficient, the best at defense or anything, like I said, if you get lucky, you can get a big hand, and if you deal into it, you know, that's on you. Problem though is when you're playing with lesser skilled players is that, for example, in a higher ranked room, my toyman would not be discarding 5 mon after like a 789 chi. This is something that's very common in like lower rank. People don't really care about what anyone else is doing, and that's like completely understandable because you're focusing on your own hand, you're thinking about your own efficiency, right? I can kind of do this on auto when I play on my own, and so I can pay more attention to other things. And the best way to play Mahjong is, it really is to just play reactive, both to your own stuff and to other people's stuff. Like, see here, there are like 2 8s gone, so and a 5 gone, so I'm gonna toss this and pretty much fix this as my pair. And then we have the 2 3 3. It's a 10 tile weight. Of course, I get the 5 right after, but gotta be confident that you're making the best plays. I think I can still win this hand without cheating, right? 2 5, 5 gone. But they're tossing this right now. It means they don't need it. A bit strange, to be honest. Why'd you make 2 calls like that and then you don't need the 2? It means that they already have it in their hand. I just realized that we can get mixed triple sequence. That's some value. If I do this in the opposite order, like if I cheat a 2 first and then I keep the 2 3 and not the 3 3 6 6, then I have the risk of drawing the 1 of bamboo, and then I'm kind of screwed because then I'm Furitan, I can't run and I have to rely on the Tsumo, and only the 4 Tsumo gets me there. But if I do like this, it's a lot better. Because then I can also run someone. And that, you know, further extends my lead. It's a bit better than sumo. Because it's better to sink someone way further into 4th. Okay, yeah, this is another crazy concept that I just have, like, deeply rooted in me already. But you usually want to go for runs more. Because it's much better to sink someone into... Goddamn. We don't have full flush. We did. Yes, yes. Haneman. Please don't come back. You want to sink someone into 4th, because then they are more desperate to make hands. They're more desperate to push hands that they normally wouldn't. Because they have less time to make a comeback. And it also makes it safer for you, because it means it's less likely you'll get a 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a pair. Yeah, it's not great. Hand's kind of crappy. You want to keep the pairs. This hand probably ends in a fold, because it's too slow. Unless I get really lucky. Yeah, playing while talking, very hard to pay full attention. Okay, now we have a chance of mixed triple sequence 79. In the faraway world, this is also Chanta, but not likely. That's 2 8, so it's gone. Hard to pair up the 9. I got too excited talking about the concepts that I forgot about the game. It's alright, just for good fun. Alright. Making some progress here. I think someone has one of the 6s. Oh no. Oh no, timer! Was thinking what to discard. Should have kept that for the 7 pairs. But I still don't know if we're gonna even finish the sound. So I think it's fine. That was from inside the hand, the 6-0. But the player I thought who had a 6-0 already was Kamicha. Although that wouldn't make sense, because then they would keep the 6-8. They would keep the 6-8 for the pure double sequence. No, sorry, mixed triple sequence, I think. Wait, they have Dora. What is this music? Is this a Martin Luther King speech about house music? Alright, Dora adjacent, kinda scary, but the only player with an open hand right now is Kamicha. Yeah, it really is. Okay. Let's skip ahead a bit.
Beach.
Alright. This. Things got scary after I looked away. There's a con now. 5 minutes Dora. Dealer Ricci with a con on the table. That's like a big nope. Let's fold.
No.
Deals in. Oh, it's a big hand. Is it gonna be Hanuman? Oh yeah, with a sun. Hanuman. Yeah, that's why I don't con. And that's also why I wasn't really worried that I got hit by oh, was it a Mangan or Hanuman? From Toyman? Because I knew someone else would just bust. Right? It's very hard to get fourth in Silver Room games. Of course, I could have dealt into that if I was just mindlessly pushing, but we know better than that. When I actually noticed the hands. And so, it would be a bit tricky to get second. Def probably can't get first, barring luck. I also kind of need some help to get second, because they're both about 20k above me. So I need like a back-to-back Mangan, I need a direct hit, Mangan, Hanuman or something. I hope these videos don't end up becoming too long. I wonder if the best is to try and do 2 matches in and just get it out of the way. Or maybe if I should keep doing it as I am? Right, I don't know. If I want to pack more Mahjong per video. I know some people like to so I'm gonna do something suboptimal and try to go for mixed triple sequence. If I draw the 5 pin, it's ideal, because then I have both mixed triple sequence and Pinfu, and then I can Richi, Pinfu, mixed triple sequence, Sumo, or Ipatsu Ron, Uda 1, that's a Hanuman, right? These are the ways you make the hands. And if I just take third, I'm gonna take third anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, you know, I can also go for a pure double sequence, that's fine. 2 and 3 souls are allowed. So I think if the 4... I think the 4s might be harder to use for other people. Especially since I have, you know, 5, 5, 6, 6. There's 1 6 cut. They're... okay. That's a Tenpai, Tanki. Interesting. Yep, 2000. You wanna be greedy when you can, if it's gonna work. If there's a chance of working, right? You wanna be greedier when you need to be greedier. Or when you can get away with it, right? Like if you can make a greedier play because you don't need to win, or because you have a safe way to fold if it backfires, or if you think it will be fast enough. Being always greedy is definitely a mistake. Like you will win more by just going for higher efficiency sometimes, especially after winning a big hand, or by not declaring Ricci at all. Right? Sometimes just a Dama is perfectly reasonable. Like a Damadora 2, don't even consider that. Just go for Damadora 2. Being Fudora 2, that's all you need. Chitoidora 1. Chitoidora 2, like, you really don't need the Ricci. But also, putting down a Ricci can increase your chances of winning. So that's something to consider. I have a pretty good hand here. Fudora 2, we can draw 6, 8, 9 pin, 1, 4 pin. We can draw 3, 6 mon. We can draw 4 mon. We're pushing this. There's a chance of especially because the player we're trying to overcome is the one who declared Ricci, so they could very well just steal into our hand. It's harder for people to defend against 2 Riccis also. And if you want to take back second, this is the moment, right? I don't know if we'll get a better chance later on. Although Shimocha could deal in, but it looks like they're folding. And like, if there's a Mangan Sumo here, the game's over, so there's no more chance. Okay. It's over. Ooh, it's Richi, Itsu, Ura 1. That's gonna be it. Reach Pink Itsu. So yeah, we dealt into a Hanuman, but actually it would not have changed replacement. We would have gotten we would have gotten third anyways. Would have been slightly more positive, a few more points, a bit less points. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Alright, that's my daily talking about Mahjong and playing Mahjong. I think Mahjong Soul does work a bit better. Tenho is a lot more competitive, but I can just make it to master here, it's fine. An expert would be a bit better. I can just farm some Tompusen to get that ranking up quick. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If there are people watching this, let me know. I got my first 2 subscribers. That was cool. If there are any... I mean, just leave any feedback. Tell me if you want me to record something specific. Bye bye.